Okay.
Good evening. I would like to call this meeting of the Downers Grove Township Board of Trustees to order. It's Thursday, September 17th at 7:30 p.m. Residents will have an opportunity to speak during public comment. There is no one here tonight, and I did not receive any emails as of about 7 o'clock. Before we start the meeting, I just want to briefly mention Dr. Floyd Meisner, who was a long-time volunteer with the Senior Advisory Committee and with dozens of other community volunteer efforts, passed away on September 7th. He was a valued member of the community, of the Senior Advisory Committee, and our heartfelt condolences to his family. With that, I will call this meeting to order and ask everyone to stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Clerk Grimsby, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Donner?
Here.
Trustee Kelly? Here. Trustee Ferguson? Trustee Vanderline?
Here.
Supervisor Tolman?
Here. We have a quorum. Everybody's in attendance. At this time, if there are any public comments of any type to be made, let's hear them.
Well, I have two different, one for myself and then one for Trustee Roderick from the Gulfview Hills. Which would you like me to do first, Supervisor Tolman?
Your choice.
All right, good stuff. Right, well, Trustee Roderick could not, he's out on the road right now, so he could not be able to get to a point where he could call in, but he wanted to just say that he enjoys serving on the Gulfview Hills Fire Protection District, and he welcomes the opportunity to be able to serve again. And I believe also Jim McCarthy, who also serves on the board, is supporting his reappointment as well. So he did apologize. They had connectivity issues, so they reached out to say that, again, he enjoys serving on it. He wants to continue to serve, and I think everybody in Gulfview Hills wants him to continue to serve again. So they asked me to just pass that along and respectfully asked to get reappointed again. And then now I'm the Township Assessor, Greg Bolts, and I just wanted to let you know that we had last month I reported kind of our timing for closing. There's been a little extension on the time with the county. The Supervisor of Assessments position, the gentleman who had been long-time Supervisor of Assessments had retired, and there's out there, so there's a little bit of a delay in having that person replaced. They had somebody identified, appointed by the county. That person decided not to take the position after all, so they're in the process of getting somebody replaced. So right now there's a freeze on closing. No township, no assessor can turn over the books right at this point in time. So there's a little bit of delay on that right now. As soon as that, they get that person appointed and we go through it, which is currently looking at, I'm going to be turning over the books for a closing sometime around mid-October. Is what such as just a delay. We are in a position to do it. We're still we're ready to go. It's just a matter of timing. So the county, there's a process, a legal process that has to go through to have somebody in that position to accept the books when the assessor turns them over. But we're ready to go and anticipating a smooth and clean process.
Good deal. Thank you. Let's see. Move on to item number 5. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the board meeting from August 20th, 2020 as presented?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion on these items? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
The motion carries. Thank you. Item number 7, motion to approve, item number 6, motion to approve the trustee audit of bills and claims as presented. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Art?
Abstain.
Okay.
Abstain.
401. Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 7 is the motion to approve the reappointment of Richard Roderick to the Gulfview Hills Fire Protection District. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Discussion? I'd like to thank him for re-upping for the volunteer position. And since he's not here, can we make it 2 terms in a row while he's not here? Little volunteer humor. No more discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Item number 8, Motion to approve raising health plan employee contribution rate from 7% to 9%. Can I get a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Second.
And I'll open it for discussion.
I'll just chime in and say, last year or the year before, I think it was 2 years ago, we, as a board, decided that we were going to increase contribution rates for employees gradually over the course of 5 or 7 years. And this is just keeping in line with doing that. I think it's the right thing to do to gradually, we're not going to make these contribution rates sky high, just kind of put them in more in line with what they are at the county and that kind of thing. And I don't even know that we had the intentions of raising it as high as the county, but just increasing them slightly to make them more in line with others.
Any other comments?
Supervisor Tolman? Can I, as a successor, may I make a quick comment?
Yes.
I just want to thank the board and everybody involved here that this is being done in September. I think it gives an ample opportunity for Andy and myself to be able to work with our staff. So Andy and I both support the board's actions that they're taking, that they appear to have on they're taking tonight. So again, I want to thank everybody, for giving us advance time to be able to work together with staff. So thank you all. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I have had discussions with our health insurance, with our insurance rep, Greg Mellinger. He's expecting nothing dramatic in terms of changes with the upcoming year, because this year was thrown off kilter for everything, and claims for most health groups are actually down this year because of the money that has been used for COVID reimbursement. So I hope that'll mean something good for us when he comes to visit in November. So we'll leave it at that. And with that, I will ask all in favor to say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item number 9, I'd like a motion to change the November 2020 Board of Trustee date to Thursday, November 12th at 7:30 p.m. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
I'll open it for discussion with a brief explanation. We do have elected official salaries that are due to be in place a day before our normal meeting date. So by moving the meeting date forward a week, we'll be able to comply with state statutes. We'll still have plenty of time. This does need to be a public discussion. Trying to think what else. As far as the audit packets go, we'll put together what we've got for the 12th meeting. I may ask the trustees to come in or review online an additional supplemental packet the following week, because I do want to make sure that we get all of our bills paid on a timely manner, and a lot of them are set up to come due the following week, so we'll keep on top of that also. Any other comments or discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Supervisors report, we pretty much covered what I wanted to say right ahead of time. We're still on budget, we're still on schedule. We've got a lot of stuff happening right now with Township Center, and it's keeping me busy and out of other trouble, just that particular trouble. We do have another frozen meal pack pickup next Thursday from 9 to 11 a.m. We already have 336 signups, so this will also be one of our larger ones. And I also received preliminary language from High School District 99 concerning our intergovernmental agreement for creating and maintaining a couple different types of prairie plantings on our open space, on our green space. So we're moving forward on a lot of fronts. And what else? I'm working with the fish pantry to come up with a list of hardware and perishables that are part of the county IGA that we have countersigned and gotten in the process. So that's my report. And I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff, but I'll send an email out to you guys when I remember it. Is there any, move on to number 11, is there any old business?
I just have one question.
Mhm.
It was about the money that the county set aside that was supposed to be used for essentially for the food pantry. I feel like I'm blanking a little bit, but I just wanted to ask for a status update on if, it was for COVID-related expenses, I think,
Correct.
right? And a majority of them are potentially going to be used by Fish. Is that right? Am I explaining that right?
No, my discussions with Fish is we want to own any hardware that we're bringing in because we want to make sure that the hardware that is there stays there because that's going to be a food pantry regardless of who's running it. Now, we hope to have, Fish has been in our basement for 37 plus years. We hope to have a 37 more years of a good relationship with them. They don't have any problems with us owning the hardware. They'll own the perishables. Any food or clothing that we buy, that's obviously stuff that they'll go through.
So as for submitting expenses to the county, has that been done?
No, I've had a couple of discussions with one of our county board reps, Brian Krajewski. They are bringing in COVID consultants. This is a new industry, I guess. So that any claims will be run by their COVID consultants, and then the COVID consultants will tell them whether they're good or not. And then Bob Grogan, who is our county auditor, will also be inspecting all claims for any evidence of any types of fraudulent claims. So it'll be kind of a two-step process before it gets to the county to approve or disapprove. So what I've been trying to do with the help of board member Krajewski is come together with a list of things that we're reasonably sure of will be approved when they're submitted, because this is a reimbursement situation where we make the expenditure and then submit for reimbursement. So I don't want to get caught doing something that we're not going to be fully reimbursed for, or if we are going to do something that we're not going to be fully reimbursed for, we want to have a good reason for it and have our eyes open going in.
Did the county change the deadline? At one time, I believe it was the end of the year, but I heard it might have changed.
Yeah, no, it changed. It's from the IGA that we received, it's back to the end of the year. At one time it had moved to the end of November and the beginning of November, but they didn't get it approved until last Tuesday.
Okay.
So they're behind schedule, so they just moved it back. That doesn't mean that we've got a lot of time. That's why I've already started discussions with Fish that we got to get this list firmed up together so I can get it up the line, run up the flagpole and make sure that all the expenses are reimbursable before we go ahead and pull the trigger on the expenses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other old business? Any other new business? Barring no new business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second?
All in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you, we are adjourned. Our next regular Downers Grove Township Board meeting will be held Thursday, October 15th at 7:30 p.m. Thank you.